Hello everyone, this is Amanda Ray, the intuitive healer and psychic reader from theamandaray.com. I am here today to do a pick a card reading for you. Today it's pretty interesting because my guide said to do just like a wild card, like they can talk about anything in any of these piles. So it doesn't necessarily have a theme. Once I get into all the readings, I might notice a theme, but we'll see what's up. So if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. When I do pick a card readings, it's a little bit different than a lot of the other ones out there. It's 100% channeled messages, so it tends to be a little bit of a how can you take control of a situation and what can you do to empower yourself to move forward towards your goals. So that's kind of what it's about. If you would like to book a private reading with me, it'll be details included in the comments, or not the comments, the description down below. My videos are also unedited, but I'm going to show you the piles here. So before you go into choosing a pile, please close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and really center yourself, align yourself with your heart and soul so that you're more connected with the pile that is authentically you than the one that maybe jumps out first, because it's not always the same pile. So if you need a little bit more time for that, please just pause the video. I'm going to jump into it here. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. So again, if you need more time, pause the video, take your breaths, choose the pile that's right for you. Sometimes more than one pile will be for you, so don't be afraid to watch more than one. But I'm going to go ahead and start with pile 1. I'm going to slide piles 2 and 3 a little bit out. So this is a ruby zeolite crystal. So it has some really heart-centered vibes here. So if you need to be watching your heart health, doing a little bit more exercise, choosing more healthful foods, this stone would be telling you to do that. So I'm just going to leave that guy here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip up all of the cards and we're going to take a real good look at everything, and then we're going to start channeling some messages. So first card, Archangel Metatron. Where can we put this guy? Second card is Trust. I might just slide these piles a little bit farther out of the way here. Believe in yourself. Move. Again, reiterating that. Get some exercise. Get some movement happening for you. Won't hurt you. Miracle. I'm feeling this has a lot to do with your inner child. Child? So your inner self, part of you that maybe feels hurt, solitude, part of you that feels alone, part of you that needs some healing yet. Conflict and defeat. Balance, bringing you back into balance. For sure. Healer of the ages. Again, reiterating that healing and, heart health, coming up with move, all tied up, feeling restricted. Okay. And cornucopia. What a beautiful card to finish with, the cornucopia. Okay, so I'm feeling like this is really talking about some emotional conflicts that you have going on. This conflict and defeat is very frequently talking about this mental burden you're carrying, something from your past that you need to heal. Okay, so in spite of what all of your achievements and everything tell you, you're still beating yourself up. So if you are, say you're studying and you achieve, high grades, you're on the honor roll, and you're still telling yourself, oh, I didn't do enough. I didn't, there's still that conflicting internal message that's happening. you don't believe in yourself. You don't feel worthy of love. You frequently are pulling yourself back. You're holding yourself back from being able to fully love and show up in your current life because you're doing an amazing job, but you're telling yourself that you're not. And this can apply into many aspects of your life, whether it is relationships, career, just anything you're putting effort into. This conflict and defeat is very much I'm beating myself up. You need to believe in yourself. There's something that happened in your childhood that made you feel unlovable, that made you feel like people aren't going to be there for you. I must do better. I must have better. I must work harder, faster, stronger, kind of vibes. Or maybe you're trying to prove yourself worthy of love through some of these acts, and that's why you're telling yourself you're not good enough, because you're having a hard time being able to receive that love. Archangel Metatron shows up when there is work with children, so again, and the child showing up. So I feel like this is something that's been passed down to you, and if you do have children yourself, it's something that maybe you're passing down as well, some kind of habits, self-sabotaging habits. But the angels are showing up today saying, you can heal all of this. You don't have to stay stuck in these old patterns and habits. It's okay to want more. That cornucopia, being able to really flourish and feel blessed and grateful, not to feel all tied up, that restricting yourself, being held back from. And you might be a healer in some way, shape, or form yourself, whether it's, like a psychic medium like me, or maybe you're a massage therapist or a counselor or a doctor or a nurse, or, anything like that, anything in those realms and beyond. But you have this healing touch that you extend to others. And it's something that you need to start bringing back for yourself. Where can you heal? How can you support yourself? Because you're very frequently giving, and not allowing other people to support you. It's time to bring balance back into your life. You can see swords, cups, pentacles, and wands all there. It's time to bring all the elements of your life back into balance. The always going and doing, balanced with being able to receive and being able, just all of it, just about balance, all of the things. It's funny, these are two different decks, but they just look so similar. The healer of the ages and miracle. You can ask for beautiful healing to come into your life. You can ask for your body to feel healthful. You can ask to release, feelings of anxiety and worry. You can ask for all of these things. Write it down. This book in the solitude, write down what it is you desire for yourself and start to reference, am I doing those things for myself? Say you want to trust the universe and have that faith that more is coming for you, that you will have this relationship coming for you, your dream relationship, but the things you're doing are preventing you from being able to be in a long-term stable relationship. That is totally possible. And it's not until we do a bit of that self-reflection that we can see where those patterns arise. And that's what they're saying. Look, what happened in your childhood that you continue to replay and you continue to talk about? What happened? How can you change that? How can you not pass that down to the next generation? How can you live your best life? Because you have all of the tools here. They really would like you to move your body, and I know things have been a little strange in your life right now. Things aren't quite what they used to be, what you expect them to be, but find ways to move your body, even if it's just if you're taking out the garbage, jumping or doing lunges while you're taking out the garbage. Just incorporate that movement where you can. Little by little, you will begin to be able to do more and feel more proud of yourself. So again, get outside of yourself, believe in yourself, trust in this process. If you're into sacred geometry, consider doing a little crystal grid. With Archangel Metatron, there's a lot of sacred geometry. So give yourself that opportunity if you're interested in that. But really spend time honoring your heart and healing some of the things that you may be holding in your heart that from your past. It's not serving you and you're ready for something more. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, pile number one. I appreciate that you came here today. I hope this was helpful for you. If you're interested in booking a private reading, please go to my website. There's a scheduling link right there for you so that you can check out my schedule compared to yours. And I would be happy to chat with you one-on-one privately about your own things. So I'm going to clean up pile number one stuff and move on to pile number two. So pile number two here with selenite. Selenite is a great cleanser of energy. So you may need to cut some ties with people in your life, some people that are maybe a little bit toxic, or maybe toxic habits. Maybe this is more all about you. So I'm going to go ahead and flip all the cards, take a really good look at them, and then go into some of the channeled messages. Ask for a sign. I'm hearing that you forget to ask for assistance. Love yourself. Sends love. Isn't this interesting? Lots of love happening in pile number two here. Stress management. Higher education. Interesting. Triumphant. Material and spiritual prosperity. Heartache and loss. And I feel guided to put this card up here with those other love cards. Foundation and achievements. The third chakra with Archangel Camuel. So the third chakra is our solar plexus, which is all about our sense of self-confidence and our emotions. Yin and yang, balance, masculine and feminine energies, and victory. What a beautiful card to finish off with. So pile number two, I feel like there are some major love life stuff happening for you here. So maybe you're in a relationship, maybe you just got out of one, maybe you're thinking about being in one, but there's a whole lot of confusion going on. Just looking at these cards, love yourself, send love, heartache and loss, there's still some kind of loss that you're mourning, that cutting that toxic person out of your life. If it was a relationship, maybe it was romantic, maybe it was just family, but you need to mourn that loss still. You need to allow yourself to feel those feelings. And right now, yes, you're crying, you're feeling the hurt, but you're not feeling all of the feelings. So really let yourself experience those feelings. And start to show love to yourself, because I'm hearing that you're blaming yourself for something that happened and it's not your fault. I understand how it might feel like it was your fault. You take responsibility for a lot of things in your life in general. You might be firstborn in your family. But it's not about you this time. So don't blame yourself. Stop blaming yourself and start to love yourself for how you make decisions with the best knowledge that you have at the time. And maybe later you have more information and you could have made different decisions, but we don't always know that right up front. So your guides have been trying to communicate with you for a while now, asking for the sign, but they don't know how you want to receive these messages. So they've been sending things like number sequences, songs on the radio, someone saying something, butterflies, birds, feathers, dimes, nickels, you name it. They've been trying to send you these messages that might even be deja vu, but you have to decide what kind of sign you want to receive as messages from your spiritual team. So whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It could be monster trucks or snowmobiles or anything. Say, send me this when you want to communicate with me. Let me know that I'm on the right track, or let me know that you're there. And be open to how that shows up. So if you said, I want to see monster trucks every time I'm on the right path, well, you may not see a monster truck driving down the road. You might see a kid with a toy monster truck. You might see someone with a tattoo of a monster truck or an advertisement, be open to how that shows up for you. Okay. Whatever you ask for that sign to show you you're on the right path. Now, this line here, I feel like it's kind of telling stories here. So this stress management, I don't know if you're already taking a course, but you will be successful. Like, you will be good at it, but you have to manage yourself. I don't know if you're a little bit of a procrastinator and you put things off too long, but you have to just kind of nip that in the bud, and help yourself, set up a schedule. So it's like, okay, I do this, just even say if you have to read a book, just read 10 minutes a day, or at certain intervals, so that it's this small tangible steps to work you towards that goal. So you're not reading the entire book in one night and missing half of the information, so it'll just allow you to achieve your goals better. And that triumphant material and spiritual prosperity, you have lots of things available to you. You have this ability to manifest things. Like, if you set your mind to something, say, I am going to buy that car, you have this amazing ability to make it happen. And without knowing how or why, it just happens. So use that to your advantage. Don't procrastinate, set some goals, and allow these things to come into fruition. The third chakra, that solar plexus, being able to feel confident, feel connected, bringing more balance and that stress management. So if you feel like you get out of balance with emotions and all of this relationship stuff with yourself or with others, it's time to manage that a little bit. And that might mean accepting some help for things. And don't be ashamed of accepting help, because it's part of that foundation, right? Those happy endings. People need to work together for common goals, and it just feels so much more fulfilling. So allow yourself that. You have triumphant and victory. So something that you have been working for will come to a positive conclusion. So if you've been applying for a job, you're going to be interviewed and have the option of accepting, something like that. Like a proposal, even like something being accepted that you've been putting a lot of effort into. So give yourself the grace to be able to go through that, but manage your stress. If you have pets in your life, spend time with them. It helps you to unwind, even if you feel like you're quote unquote wasting your time. It's not about that. It's about just enjoying that moment. And with the procrastination and the blaming yourself for things and taking on responsibility when things aren't yours, that can spin out of control pretty fast, so give yourself the grace of finding a little bit more balance, that yin and yang, masculine and feminine energy. You can't always be resting and you can't always be doing. It has to be balanced both ways. And you may not know how to do that yet. and don't expect to have perfect results tomorrow, but allow yourself the flexibility to be able to find new ways of doing things. That's really what it's all about, is going along that journey and finding the balance throughout everything. Pile number 2, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate that you are here today. If you'd like to book a private reading to get like 100% customized personal reading with me, head over to my website, theamandaray.com. There is a scheduling link there for you, and I can help you with all of the things. So I'm going to clean up your pile and move on to pile number 3 here. Slide those out of the way. Pile 3. Here we go. Pile 3 with this beautiful carnelian. It's a raw piece, which you don't see very often. So carnelian is a lot to do with our sacral chakra, and it's all about relationships and sexuality and creativity. So, and how we relate to people. So I feel like there's like a passion that needs to be released in the message from the crystal for you today. So I'm going to go ahead and flip all of these cards over, and then I'm going to start channeling some messages for you. So first one is health. Passion for self, maybe. You already know. Manifest. I love that card. I just love the artwork on it. Peaceful. And this comes up when it's an opportunity. Learning experience, another one. She's holding that white dove. Sleep. Positive movement forward. Mental conflict. Disconnect and boredom. Angel of balance. Man holding a heart. And envy. Okay. I feel like there's actually quite a few different messages in this pile number 3. So first things first, I'm just going to jump right in. This man holding a heart, this passion needing to be released. There's these opportunity cards coming up. So I'm not sure if you're already in the relationship or you have this intense desire to be in that relationship, that you feel so spiritually connected that it's almost like, why isn't this already happening in real life? But you need to find a way to channel this passion a little better, because what's happening is this passion builds up and it comes out as frustration, because you have so much passion and love to give, but you have nowhere for it to go, or you aren't allowing yourself to express it if you're already in that relationship. So whether maybe the person works away, or you just feel reserved for some reason. I feel lots of reservation. I need to hold myself back. I must hold, and like a little bit of like envy, jealousy stuff happening. So I don't know if that's in regards to the relationship, or if you're trying to look at what other people have going on, like, oh well, they got this and they got this, and it's not even about that. Stop it. Boundaries, stop it. No, it's stop looking where the grass is greener. You got to water your own grass in order to have green grass, like that's just it. But maybe this has to do with a little bit of sexual frustration as well. So find ways to healthily express your sexuality. If you feel you can't do that with the person that you're longing for, or whether you're connected, not distance, depending, this is for a lot of people, different things for different people. This also comes with that disconnected and boredom. It's like you're allowing yourself to get bored with things and that's making you mad because you don't want to be bored. You have these goals and you want to go for it, and you know, it's, give it time. You know, that angel of balance, I really feel it's kind of like she's looking at like an hourglass, and I think it's more about timing. So don't beat yourself up. Like, stop beating yourself up over this whole situation and just allow things to come. Get yourself into a high vibe state. Consciously being aware of what foods you're eating, because they're making a big difference for you. When you eat the crappy French fries and gravy, you do not feel good as compared to when you eat grapes and peaches. Just as an example, you know, might not be exactly fries and gravy and grapes and peaches, but you know what I'm saying. So give yourself the opportunity to get adequate rest, eat healthy. Don't just eat out of boredom. If you're bored, get up and move yourself. You know, like literally set out on a voyage, an adventure. Even if it's just a scavenger hunt in your own home, say, can I find 20 items that are red, and go around. You know, like just find activities to entertain yourself, even if you have to get really creative. You know, just give yourself that opportunity, but you can't keep letting yourself like this mental conflict. You can't keep letting yourself just fight yourself. It's like you're creating a whole nother problem by talking to yourself or talking yourself out of things, or like whatever's going on. So you need to get a control on how you let your mind go. You already know this, that your mind kind of gets carried away on you, and you need to find ways to help rein it back in, whether that's listening to an audiobook, reading a book, researching something, finding an article, having conversations with people, or, you know, find something to entertain you that is healthy habits, because things are manifesting for you. Like you have some very intense goals and you're going for things, but it takes time. It takes just this little bit of time to present you with these opportunities. But if you're not going to learn from what sets you off right now, you can't get to that next level because you're holding yourself back. You're playing small. You know, you're not allowing yourself to really blossom and grow into the person that you know you need to be. You know, that movement, setting sail, like losing sight of the shore to find the new beach. You know, you can't find that new beach if your feet are still in the sand. You know, so it's lots of this has to do with faith and trusting that inner knowing, choosing healthful habits both through food and through movement and your mind. Don't let yourself get discontent and bored. You know, you just tend to look in the shadows when you're bored, and you're not going to find a shining light in the shadows. You know, you're not going to find happiness beating yourself up because your grass isn't green because you forgot to water it because you were off thinking about man holding the heart. You know, so give yourself the freedom to just be. Rest, find ways to shift out of that mental state. And if you need assistance, talk to your doctor. You know, there's no shame in doing what's healthy for you and whatever that might mean. Okay, so pile 3, that is what I'm getting for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you would like to book a private reading, you can find the link to my scheduler on theamandaray.com. I would be happy to do a custom reading just for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate your support. If you like this, you can subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up, comment, let me know what's up. Anyway, I am going to carry on with the next things on my list here, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!